What's up guys, MMAGAME here, bringing you another video. This video is going to be about the new patch that was released today. That is Wednesday. I don't know if this video will go up today, but anyway, the patch is out. 3 new fighters are out. Michael Chiesa, Hector Lombard, and Diego the Nightmare Sanchez. All these fighters are pretty good, with the exception of a few, maybe a couple. But the best thing about all these fighters is that they are free. That's right, completely free. Anyway, I'll go over a little bit about the fighters. I have used them a little bit, not too much. This is kind of my first impressions of the patch, and I don't even know every little thing they do with the patch. I'm just going based on changes that I could tell from my first initial few fights. So first off, we'll go with Michael Chiesa. Michael Chiesa is a new fighter. He has great range, great jabs, great straights. He is pretty quick, and he's got those long, lanky type strikes and decent submissions. He is, without a doubt, a very, very good fighter. And if you have not used him and you want to kind of know who he's similar to in the game, I would say he's similar to a Nate Diaz, with a little bit of Cowboy Cerrone. He's good. He's really good. He's got some good punches, good combos, so he's a great, great fighter. Moving on to the next fighter is Diego Sanchez. Now, he is nothing completely special, and again, I haven't went through and looked at all the fighters' abilities, so I don't exactly know where they stand with the abilities. But if you guys know any of those abilities, leave those in the comments below. But Diego Sanchez, great fighter, kind of a brawler, heavy hitter, and just all around your average type fighter. But if you're a Diego fan, it's perfect. Looks just like him. Great graphics, great shorts. So hey, he cuts easy, he goes to war. What's not to like about Diego Sanchez? And moving on to the final free fighter is Hector Lombard. Now, this is where things get a little bit different. You will instantly see and feel a little bit helpless when you use Hector Lombard, and this is because of multiple factors. A, his movement speed is really slow, which, okay. But then also his range and his height is super, super small. So he sort of really kind of has no range at all. So his leg kicks are kind of like the only strikes that can cover long distances. So if you're fighting him, he's just so easy to avoid. With that being said, if you do get in close on him, and he starts winging hooks at you, you're in big trouble. I actually had a fight where I actually got flashed. I came in range, got a little bit too reckless, and got hit in the face, and I got flashed, knocked out with one of these shots from Hector Lombard. So he hits like a Mack truck if you're in close. He's sort of similar to Johnny Hendricks and fighters like that, but with even less range. So if you are using him, he's the type of fighter that there's not too many guys like him similar. Joseph Benavidez is a little bit similar, but he's even a little bit quicker. So you want to use his grappling, and you want to get a hold of your opponent, and don't play the whole striking only, I'm going to chase you around the octagon, because basically you're just going to lose a decision because it's just so hard to catch up with people. The other thing that they did is they added Gegard Mousasi at middleweight, which I've used him one time at there. I got the win. I was able to just work his Muay Thai clinch whips, which I didn't actually know he had. So that's a really good thing that he has, is the Muay Thai clinch whips in the middleweight. I think he has in the other one too, but he's a little bit faster, not too much different with the stats, but it is good to see him at middleweight as well, and that's still in the same bracket as the light, heavy, and middleweight. But anyway, some other things that they did is they changed the takedown. When you shoot for a takedown, your stamina doesn't charge up, it actually pauses, which is good. It means you can't just keep there spamming takedowns. Your stamina goes up. You have full stamina when you stand up. Shoot another one. So that's good. They fixed the clinch glitch. As far as I can tell, I haven't got glitched at all. That's very good. They fixed the freeze when you trip people. Very good. Those are the two most important things that they needed to fix, in my opinion, and they did fix those. The other thing that they fixed is some things on the ground. They changed the mount to where you can't just keep pressing L3 and get up. And if you do that, you'll be able to survive for a little bit and stall with it, but you will eventually get knocked out if you don't attempt to get out in any other way. So that's very good. I actually really like it. The other thing is that they changed a little bit of the timing with the back mount. When you take their back, the punches don't come as fast, but it's still a very dominant position, very strong. but they just made it a little bit less strong, which is good. Some things to the stand-up is that they messed with the spam of the hooks. After 4 hooks, you can't really spam as much. Me personally, honestly, I can't really tell any huge changes with the stand-up because I don't really throw more than 4 hooks in a row. I mix up with jabs and straights and uppercuts to the body and head and stuff like that, left, right. It will affect the people who just blatantly spam hooks, which is good. They shouldn't be able to do that. Let me know what you guys think. What is your favorite change or least favorite change in the comments below? Also, leave a like on the video if you got to this point. Other than that, in a nutshell, this patch is great. I don't feel like they drastically changed anything like in previous patches. I think most of the big changes are probably done, so we're just going to see little tweaks here and there. And the good thing is also with the patch is that they actually have the ability to hotfix issues where they don't have to release a whole nother patch again, so they can just come in, do it with a hotfix, and it'll probably update right on the console without having to download anything just when you connect to their servers, I'm guessing. I don't know exactly how that works. No kind of crazy things. They're getting it more and more polished down to where there's less and less exploits and glitches. The one thing that I think that they do need to address just a little bit in future patches is the way when you're moving backwards. And I've talked to Marshall Mind about this as well. We've been discussing different ideas how they could do this, but basically it's the point where you can just back up and get away from a lot of stuff even if your stamina is low, or if your stamina is completely low or full stamina. When you move backwards, it's still the same speed. So what we were thinking is that you could possibly change it to where if your stamina is low, then it actually slows your movement speed down when you're backing up. That way, it would be a lot more difficult for these people to just run around the ring without any kind of real consequence, even though they're getting hit in the face and body, and their stamina is low, they're still able to just zip right out of the way. So that's one thing I think that they should change and just address, that is the movement speed being linked to low stamina. Now, I'm not saying anything drastic. I don't think anything drastic needs to be done, but just a little tweak here and there kind of slow your opponent down. So where if you do have a guy like Hector Lombard, or the guys without as much range, you'll be able to actually catch up with your opponent and they can't just run away that easily. So that's just my opinion. Let me know anything that you guys think should be changed in future patches. Also, any future fighters you want to see in the game. One guy I really want to see that I saw in the comments of the last video is Yoel Romero. That guy's a beast. And also Edson Barbosa. Plenty other guys. Darren Cruikshank I think would actually be really cool. And yeah, that's the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did. Follow me on Twitch TV and Twitter. The Twitch stream is coming back. Till next time, this has been MMA Game.
Victorious by knockout.
Peace out.
Landed flush for the victory. And here we see in the replay the big right hand that ends this fight. Great angle here. Boom! Out cold. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Eve Levine has called a stop to this contest